I almost feel like it was just a dream. But I am so honored, and I just cannot wait to do that all over again. It was such a wonderful experience, and such a way of giving back and serving, and letting people. The one resonating fact that happened with last night was people said it was really nice to put a face, a face, a name to the face, and that was really nice. Spanx realized he probably needs to do like a soft, come in first and introduce the person, and then back away when they never come on, because people were kind of confused that I was on the lifeboat and what's going on and what's happening. And I am wearing my anchor necklace today, but I'm not streaming on lifeboat, but I'm going to church, and I decided I wanted to wear my anchor necklace. I'm gonna see, because I still have the box from where this anchor necklace came from. I'm going to see if I can find out if there's a way I can order, or at least be able to have the ability to order some, that anybody that wants one could have one. That they could order it for me. So I have to find out, when I look at the box, where I could go to do that. And as I was saying, I gotta get an anchor necklace. This one I think is sterling silver, so I think it was, it's holding up well, and it's got a weight to it. It's not just this, it's got a weight to it, so it lays pretty nicely. So I'm just sitting there going, really, did I do that? Did I do that? And everybody has just been so nice and so gracious. I went on to the lifeboat today, and there was comments, and people were just saying great job, and we really enjoyed it. And I'm so glad. I'm so happy that the first ripple held a lot of responsibility. It's like, and I did it well. People were like, you just didn't seem nervous. I'm like, oh, that whole bundle of joy was a lot of nervous energy. So anyway, I'm so thankful, and I'm so grateful to everybody that hopped on to the lifeboat. They just gave the support, and that realized that there are aspects of, I think, a lot of these channels and a lot of these ripples that can't come from one person. Like I said the other day on my channel, living with fibromyalgia in itself is difficult. And if you're not living it, if you have no idea what it's like to wake up and hurt, and go to bed and hurt when you're sitting, and it's an achy kind of thing. I tell people, hi, Sun Doctor. Yes. Can I have your phone, Mom? And if you could, if you realize that, then it's quite an understanding to realize it. Hold on a second. And so it's something to understand and realize. And I don't have boyfriends anymore, because my husband would not like that. And not really. He's sitting right here. So when you are dealing with fibromyalgia, you have to realize that it's kind of like I tell people, you're walking in an amusement park daily, and you're sore and you're tired, and you're sore and you're tired, and you're just doing that, throughout the day. You get back to your room and you're tired and you're sore, and people just usually take a Tylenol and they feel better. They keep going. Well, for me, and for most fibromyalgia patients, that doesn't go away. That soreness that you feel from going to do a workout or going to walk in an amusement park, that's kind of your everyday life. And that's it. And you just have to manage the best you can. But it's not just dealing with the fact that you're hurting from the pain level and the achiness and all that. There's so many other things that come with fibromyalgia, and it's a very, very, and the problem is that when you have a cut on your hand and you have a Band-Aid, or you have a broken leg or a broken arm, you can see those injuries. You can see them. They're clear. Somebody with fibromyalgia, it's invisible. I look perfectly normal, and nobody's normal. Not even me, even if I didn't have fibromyalgia. What's normal? And, you look it, but you're dealing with it, and you're dealing with your days and your good days and your difficult days. And so anyway, that's certainly something that I talk about on my channel, and I'm going to talk about on the Lifeboat, because there are people within the Lifeboat that are dealing with it. And, we can educate ourselves on, different aspects of, a certain thing. We need to educate ourselves if we're, about dealing with somebody with raising a child with special needs, only because you may have that somebody in your life, or you may not, but at least if you ever do, you're knowledgeable on how to come and assist them, and come beside them, and love them and help them. And let's just all educate each other, and be there for the support and connection. Like I said, you don't have to learn how to crochet in order to be a part of my community. You just have to be here. That's it. And so thank you all. This is a huge thanks to Tommy for just shouting me out on the Relate-A-Boat. Yesterday, that meant a lot, that he even watched. I was so grateful and so thankful. Hi, Anthony J. all day. Good morning. I've watched some of your fishing videos. Very good. Very good. That was huge. And then Spanx last night was just huge. So I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful. I'm looking forward to doing more, and having the opportunity for the Lifeboat people that don't know my channel to get to know me. And one of the topics that came up kind of yesterday was, somebody said on the boat, at the 7 o'clock boat, that, they could be a little sensitive. It's this girl too. And it's kind of somewhat of a double-edged sword sometimes, because I can be sensitive and I can wear my heart on my sleeve. And it has served me well to deal with a child that has autism that doesn't do that well. So I also believe that God made you who you're supposed to be. He made you for a plan and a purpose. He made you for, just exactly how you're supposed to be. He doesn't make mistakes. And so I know that I can be sensitive. I know I can take everything here. I know I can wear it on my sleeve. My husband will tell you, he knows just by my face whether or not whether I'm okay. And I can say, yes, I'm okay. And he goes, no, she's not okay. And so it shows here. Hi, Kristen. It shows here. And we need to talk about that. What about the people that are sensitive? How important is it to really know what your love language is? It is really important. For me, words are my love language. And somebody it's service, somebody it's physical touch, and it's really important to know what your love language is, and understand that. And for people to say to people, because I've gotten it throughout my life, oh, you're too sensitive. And I'm like, would you all stop saying that? But I have a huge heart. And I wear my emotions on my sleeve sometimes. And
I don't think we would be together as long as we've been if you weren't as sensitive.
My husband's like, I don't think we'd be together for as long as we are if he said you weren't so sensitive. And he said, You do have a huge heart, and you do care. Hi, Sandy Wandy. And, you know, let's embrace that. And I've had to learn how to not take everything here, because that's what I tend to do, as I take everything here and I want to take here. But I've had to come to the grips to say, Lord, you don't make mistakes. You didn't make a mistake. You're perfect. You've never made a mistake. So you didn't, make me the way that I was supposed to be because you made me. And they go, ooh, I made a mistake with Mary. No, he didn't. He made me exactly the way I'm supposed to be. And there are some beautiful, if I can turn my camera around at one point, there was a whole row of these purple flowers. I don't know what they are. My allergies probably will not like them, but they are gorgeous. They are beautiful. There was a whole row of like purple flowers we just went by as we're going to church. I don't know what kind of flowers they are, but
It might be dogwood.
Probably dogwood, but they are purple. The purple girl here. My favorite color of all time will be purple. Can't you tell?
Trees that flower that look like they're purple, but they're actually pink.
Well, they look purple to me, and there was a whole row of about 5 flowers. I love looking at them. My allergies just don't like dealing with them. That's for sure. So that's a topic worth talking about. And everybody seems to be loving the floppy trophy. I'm like, oh my goodness. I think it's cute and it's laughable. My thing is that I wanted to do honor to that. When somebody comes on and says, listen, I've been sober for a day, I've been sober for 10 days, I've been sober for a month, I've been sober. I want it to be a source of encouragement, not a source of laughter. And I can't help but look at this thing and just want to laugh. And for Kristen, which I was talking about last night, is crocheting in the round, which means, lesson learned here for those that don't know, crochet in the round is literally you would be honored. Crocheting in the round literally means you're crocheting in a round. You're going just in circles. You're starting with a chain, and you're literally, oftentimes there's a magic circle involved, which I hate doing the magic circle. Or you'll chain 4, and then you'll go, and then you'll crochet into the circle. Covet the floppy trophy. I think I may have to change the heart to an anchor. That's the only thing I will, and I'll have to figure out how to make it from flopping. But you start with either a magic circle, you chain 4, and you slip stitch back in that first chain, and then you start crocheting into the circle and grow it from there. That's what crocheting in the round means. You're just going round and round and round. And I don't do that well. I will fully admit, every time I do a hat, it seems like it wants to be a bucket on somebody's head. And there's nothing wrong to admit that you don't do something well. The realization is, acknowledge the things that you do well. Like I put my the lighthouse blanket on as a thumbnail. I do that very well. I don't do crocheting in the round well. And I think I was on a channel the other day, a crochet channel, and somebody says, neither do I. And I was like, good, I'm not the only one. So he says, I don't like the magic circle either. And I'm like, thank God I'm not something. I like blankets. I don't do a single crochet blanket. Like I tried the temperature blanket I did, doing just a single crochet. And for some reason I was adding stitches and it was coming up wonky. So I had to pick a different pattern that I can make sure that I was equal, which reminds me, I've got to get back to that crochet blanket that I'm commissioned to do. But I don't do single crochet back and forth very well. There's nothing wrong, even if you're good at what you do. And I really do well at doing the blankets, that like the lighthouse blanket and those kind of patterns. I really, really do well, and I really, really enjoy them. They remind me a lot of cross stitch, which I love doing, but I haven't had the time to do. I love diamond art. because when you do that kind of pattern, you're pulling out like looks like a cross stitch pattern. It's not very easy to transport. I do corner to corner real well. I love doing those. Those are fast and easy. So there's nothing wrong to say, I don't do this well. I just don't. I struggle with this. It's not something I do well, but I do this well. And it could be the same type of art or skill set or whatever it is. It's okay to say within that skill set, these are the things I thrive with, these are the things I do well, and these are the things I don't do well. And there is nothing wrong with that. Know yourself enough and don't beat yourself up. I'm not beating myself up for not being somebody that does wonderful, I don't do wonderful crocheting in the round. I'm not beating myself up for it at all. I'm going, I don't enjoy this. Oftentimes, I think it's something you don't really enjoy. I don't enjoy crocheting in the round. I find it frustrating. So I think that's part of it is I don't really enjoy doing it. So it's not something that I've spent a lot of time trying to perfect. And I end up wanting to throw the thing. When I do a blanket, not so much. I really enjoy doing blankets. And I think I enjoy doing blankets because to me, when you hand somebody a blanket, it's a big hug. And I really, really enjoy doing them. So, and the only thing I do really well is those soap caddies. But goodness, if I make a mistake on them, you can't really tell. But I got to figure out how to get the floppy trophy from not flopping. Oh boy. But anyway, I thought I'd just check in real quick. Our Sunday drive and on to church, and just again tell you all thank you so much for the support and the y'all were just they're big hugs. Thank you all for the support, and just I can't thank the Lifeboat crew enough. Y'all were awesome. Kristen, you were great last night. I'm glad you kind of figured out StreamYard. That was a hoot. I was like, Kristen, are you coming on? And I was like, I was almost ready. And then you came on. I was almost ready to go on the computer and see if I could figure out how to get you on. And but StreamYard, I'm probably going to upgrade StreamYard because I don't think with the basic plan or with the free plan, the problem we were having when we were trying to do the whole thing with on the Lifeboat was I just had the free plan, and I think I got upgrade to the basic to be able to simulstream my channel on somebody else's, or to invite somebody to be able to do that. So if I upgrade, then I think we're going to flip it, and I would be the one doing it and inviting the Lifeboat. I think this would work. And then they could simulstream it on their channel, and then Spanx could just, whether he's on the computer or whether he's on his phone, he can flip it on, and just be off camera, be off mic, and just let me run it. I think that's what we're going to have to do. I think. But like I said to everybody yesterday, just give us all patience. Give us all time to let all the glitches work itself out. But what oh, here's those trees. Let me show it to you. You'll see them down here. They are just gorgeous. My allergies will not like them, but they are beautiful. They're my color purple. Here, I'll let y'all see them. I don't know what they are, but there are several of them.
Those look like cherry trees.
I don't know what they are, but man, I don't know what they are, but I know when they pollen out, I don't want to be anywhere near them. Pollinate, go away. But it was a pretty heavy, to some degree, to be the first one to go. How is this gonna go? That was a rush. That was, And I've always wanted to be able to give back and get on the lifeboat and give back and do, and it was just to be solo on there, to do it and do it justice, and be able to feel like I wasn't the first ripple that bombed. That was huge. Oh my goodness. I got off there going, oh, I did it. Like I said, we got like the ear piercing guns, 1, 2, and don't wait for 3. We're just going. And I got my disco balls in today. So remember, because I'm going to get off here, we're almost to church. Remember, you all are disco balls. If you look at them, they're a bunch of broken pieces of glass, but they shine very bright. When you shine the light on them, they shine bright. And Leanne told me she was impressed. Oh, I'm so glad. They shine bright when you shine the light on. So go out there, be the best and most beautiful and brightest disco ball you can. You can put whatever you want on it, but shine bright. Be a beacon of light. Be a beacon of hope. Be a beacon of creativity. Shine those disco balls. Y'all are disco balls, and y'all can shine bright. And it's all broken pieces that make the light shine bright when you shine the light on it. Remember, God made you exactly who you're supposed to be. Sensitive, creative, analytic, whatever it is. He made you exactly who you're supposed to be. He does not make mistakes. And he loves you. That he had his only begotten son die on the cross for you, so you could be forgiven if you will accept him. So I love you all. Have a blessed day, and just remember, stay connected, you all. It does make a tremendous difference in your life. God bless. Have a blessed Sunday. Bye, y'all.